Hello, guys. You're welcome to another edition of your favorite YouTube podcast, Inside the Ring with Cares. And today I'm going to be talking about a special card, just announced. So stick to the end of this video to know what that is. And if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. What else? Let's go. You're welcome back to the channel, guys. Like I said before, we have a stack card on the 23rd of December 2023, and 3 of those bouts can stand as main events anywhere. 2 of those bouts on the 23rd of December will be like bouts as before the main event. They call it the undercards, and those bouts are Daniel Dubois taking on Big Baby Miller, Jarrell Big Baby Miller. We have Deontay Wilder taking on Joseph Parker, and the main event of the evening is Anthony Joshua taking on Otta Wallin. That is a stacked card. It promises to be fireworks. The location is Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, and I want you guys to keep your calendars open, mark that day, because it's going to be awesome. Since David Benavidez fought Caleb Plant, we've been having awesome fights. Before that, boxing fans has been complaining about the fights they want not being made, but right now less boxing fans actually say that, because we've had huge bouts since Caleb Plant took on David Benavidez. We've had Tank take on Ryan Garcia. We've seen the biggest fight of the decade, Terence Crawford taking on Errol Spence Jr. We've also seen Francis Ngannou taking on Tyson Fury. And we will see, for the first time since the 90s, we will see an undisputed heavyweight clash for all the belts in the heavyweight division for the first time since the 1990s. And it's going to be the unified champion, the IBF, WBO, and WBO and IBF. I didn't say that correctly. IBF, WBO, and WBA champion Alexander Usyk defending his titles and hoping to add Tyson's one WBC title to his collection. I think the bout is slated for next year. That actually would be awesome. Tyson Fury taking on Alexander Usyk. Finally, they agreed for that bout as well. And next year is going to start with a banger, But let's focus on this card. One of the undercards, one of the bouts on the undercard, Daniel Dubois, the man that just lost to Alexander Usyk controversially, is going to take on Jarrell Big Baby Miller. If you remember, Miller was the one that was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua, but he was banned because he had some banned substances in his system. This is actually his first bout after that incident about 3 years ago. So it's actually interesting to see how he copes coming back into the ring after a long time, against a tough opponent. I watched the press conference not quite long ago. He was confident in himself that he's going to whitewash Daniel Dubois. But if you're a real boxing fan and you know what your sweet science very well, the bout is not an easy bout. If anything, Daniel Dubois should be the favorite to defeat Jarrell Big Baby Miller. And the co-main event, Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker, is another interesting matchup. We all know Wilder is the most devastating puncher in the history of boxing. He has a 98% knockout ratio. He's taking on a very big boxer in Joseph Parker. It's going to be interesting to see how the bout goes, because one is a boxer, a pure boxer, the other is not. The other one was a puncher. Right now, Deontay Wilder is a boxer puncher, because since he got his new coach, Malik Scott, he has improved tremendously in his boxing. Earlier, before he took on Fury, everybody was always talking about Deontay Wilder boxing and like it was bad and things like that. You know, and I think the loss to Tyson Fury also registered in his head that, oh look, I have to change some things, and I have to bring in experienced personnel to teach me some things sometimes, because power can get you past every opponent, and it showed against Tyson Fury. Wilder used to be this kind of person that he didn't really care about the points, about the judges' scorecards, because he knew he was going to knock you out. Before the bout against Tyson Fury, only one person had gone 12 rounds with Deontay Wilder, and that was the bout against Berman Steven, when he took Berman Steven's WBC heavyweight championship. And he had to rematch him. In the rematch, he knocked him out in the first round. So that says a lot about Deontay Wilder. It shows that he has tremendous power. And if you add that power with his skill right now, he's willing to acquire. Oh, the sky can only be the starting point for the bronze bomb with Deontay Wilder. We saw it in his last fight against Robert Ellenis, where he knocked him out in the first round. Has to be the easiest that Deontay Wilder's about to maybe the rematch he had against Berman Steven the other year. And it's going to be interesting to see how it goes into this bout. Joseph Parker, one-time opponent for Anthony Joshua. He went 12 rounds with AJ. He's a good and sound boxer. He's going to be tested against the bronze bomber, because it's not going to be easy. He's going to be receiving bombs left and right, and it's going to be interesting to see how he copes against that, against the bronze bomber. And to the main event of the evening, Anthony Joshua taking on Otta Wallin. The bouts, obviously, AJ should be the favorite on paper, obviously, but we all know AJ's dilemma right now. It's clear to see that AJ doesn't have any real confidence as a fighter, because as a fighter, all you need is impressive wins, commanding performances to give you that confidence, like I'm doing the right thing, I should stick with what I'm doing. And if you can't stick to what you're doing, then you have no confidence in what you're doing. AJ just sacked Derrick James. I see that is really weird, because you just employed this trainer and you didn't even give him time to shape you into what he wants you to be, because there's no doubt Derrick James is a tremendous trainer. He trains the likes of Errol Spence Jr., he trains the likes of Jamel Charlo, so there's no doubt Derrick James is the best. One-time trainer of the year, I think he won it in 2022, the trainer of the year. And if that guy is not enough for you, I wonder who is, So I just think AJ has a lot of problems with his confidence, and him thinking that he can change that by changing his trainer, I think is wrong. You should give your trainer some time to work with you, because you don't really get better overnight. You have to be with someone for years to be able to assimilate what he's trying to tell you, and it takes time to teach you a style. It doesn't happen overnight. So I think that was a wrong thing for him to do, but we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully he's right and he does well against Otta Wallin. Otta Wallin in the press conference sounded very confident. Everybody sounds confident these days against Anthony Joshua, because it's no secret that AJ is very chinny. He has huge and tremendous power, but he doesn't know how to receive shots. He's very chinny, and we all know his defense is not the best as well too. So it's going to be beautiful to see if Otta Wallin, the Swedish, can hurt AJ. But in terms of skill, I think AJ is steps ahead of him when it comes to skills. It's just receiving punches that we all curious to see how AJ, goes about that. And I would have loved to give my predictions on the bout right now, but right now is not the time. I'm going to make another video closer to fight day. The fight day is 23rd of December 2023 in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. A packed card. You guys should, set that date and never miss it, because it's gonna be one of the best nights of boxing this year. And if you've watched to this time of the podcast, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for sticking with your boy Inside the Ring with Kez. In this channel, you get the most accurate information on the sweet science of boxing. So if you love that kind of content, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, on other videos, comment, share, and till I see you again, never forget, protect yourself at all times.